Hello friends, this is Mindy and welcome back to my channel. I have a fun card project to share with you today that is featuring this gorgeous new collaboration stamp set and colored embossing powder from Gina Designs and Brutus Monroe. I will have all of the supplies used in today's video listed down below in my video description. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually heat emboss with my stencil. I have a piece of layering white cardstock here that I prepped with an anti-static powder tool. I put a little bit of post-it tape behind that panel, and then I have this stencil here. This is the Fizzy stencil from Gina Designs that I'm placing on top of my cardstock, and I'm also going to hold it in place at the top there with my washi tape or my post-it tape as well. Now I have my Gina Designs embossing ink, and this is just a blending foam that I'm picking up that ink with the foam and dabbing it onto the entire background. So this whole thing is covered with embossing ink. Now I'm bringing in Wisteria Lane. So this is a gorgeous color from Gina Designs and Brutus Monroe, and I'm sprinkling this all over that background that I just inked up with the embossing ink and the Fizzy stencil. Once I tap off the excess, I'm going to make sure my heat gun is nice and warmed up, and I'm going to melt this embossing powder, and you'll be able to see it kind of change color from this darker shade, and when it melts, it's going to be this light purple. Now I thought my background was a little bit too white in comparison to the purple, so I'm bringing in some lovely lavender ink, and I'm lightly adding a layer of this color to the background using my blending brush. After I have that all ink blended, I'll take a rag and just buff over that embossed area because that heat embossing is going to resist the ink. Next, I'm going to take an image from the Seeds of Joy stamp set, which is the collaboration stamp set, and I'm going to ink this up with Obsidian ink and stamp it down onto white cardstock. Now, this is just one of the images off of the set. There's also a gorgeous large floral image, but I really liked the shape of this and how it kind of looked like it was a packet of seeds, and I really enjoyed that image with that banner at the bottom of the packet of seeds. So I stamped this image twice, and then because I know Obsidian ink can take a while to dry, I'm going to speed up that drying time using my heat tool, so just quickly going back and forth to help dry that. I want to color this with Copic markers, so I want to make sure that that's dry before I bring in those markers, otherwise I would smear my image. Here I'm just taking my paper trimmer and I am lining up the edge of that packet of seeds with the edge of my plastic trimmer piece in there and just trimming this out. You could also use a pair of scissors. I just really like the clean straight edge I get from my paper trimmer. For the Copic coloring of the flower, I brought in V12 and I'm just coloring the entire flower with that light color. Then I'm going to bring in V15 and I am not doing anything fancy. I'm literally just adding it over those artist drawn lines and just kind of flicking out away from the center. Now I brought in light green. I have the colors listed at the top there for you. Going over the leaves with that lightest green and then bringing in my darker color and just adding that once again over those artist drawn lines just to give it a little bit of dimension. Off screen, I went ahead and trimmed my embossed panel down to 4 by 5 1/4 and added it to a white card base. And now my little packet of seeds, I added some double-sided foam to, and I'm popping that up on the front of the card. And that's going to finish up my quick and easy card project for you today using this Seeds of Joy stamp set and this beautiful embossing powder from Gina Designs and Brutus Monroe. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon.